Welcome to First Unity Spiritual Camp.
Send them a praise this morning. We come to tell you this morning that after this, after whatever this is you're going through right now, there will be glory. Woo! Come on, put your hands together. Sing.
There will be glory after this.
There will be victory.
There will be victory after this.
God will turn it around. Don't worry about it.
God will turn it around.
God will bring you out.
He will bring you out.
There will be glory.
There will be glory after this.
Woo! There will be glory.
There will be glory after this.
There will be victory. Say,
There will be victory after this.
God's gonna turn it around. God will turn.
God will turn it around.
God will bring you out.
He will bring you out.
There will be.
Glory after this.
Listen,
God specializes in things impossible. He loves to move when all hope is lost.
just so spirit
So he
can show itself.
strong in your behalf. Don't give up. He will come through for you.
There will be blood.
There will be glory after this.
There will be victory. Come on, say,
There will be victory after this.
God will turn it around. Yes, He will.
God will turn it around.
God will bring you out.
He will bring you out.
There will
There
be.
will be glory.
There will be glory.
There will be glory.
There will be glory.
There will be glory after this.
Come on and put your hands together. Don't worry about your problems. Don't worry about your situation. Because in a minute, God will turn that thing around. Get your mind right. There will be a praise.
Will be a praise
After this,
after this.
you will have joy.
There will be joy
After this,
after this.
there will be a testimony. After this, there will be glory. Everything will be all right after this. There will be a praise. After this, there will be joy. After this, there'll be a testimony. After this, there will be glory. After today, after tonight, after this situation is over with, there will be glory. There'll be glory. There'll be
Oh my gosh. Wow, I always feel for people that it's your first time and the church you always went to in the past was quiet, which was hardly ever us and never will be, just saying. But I just feel for you. But what I want to make a commitment to you about, money back guaranteed, is that if you will go with it and flow with it, that you will find that whatever you brought that can be either integrated, let go, or reestablished, there will be more of you when you leave here if you allow yourself to let go. And I know how people hear things. I'm not saying that each and every one of you need to stand up and dance in the aisles and everything and do things like the minister here does. But I'm simply saying that we're not quiet. We do have an 11 o'clock a.m. quieter meditation for all of you. It's such a pleasure to be here with you today and to be standing in this grace and energy. We bless you here for coming. This is the place where there's no blame, there's no guilt, there's no implied agenda, there is no holding our parents liable if we are over 30 years old. We have all signed up for the group that if you're over 30 and you're still blaming your parents, it's long been your fault. I'm sorry to tell you that. So let's just clear that energy field as we take a breath with that. As we bring in our synergy and our energy together, I invite you to stand as we state the great invocation and more than rote. Hear the words in your heart. This is a prayer I do all the time. We are now in the presence of pure being and immersed in the Holy Spirit of life, love, and wisdom. We acknowledge thy presence and thy power, O blessed Spirit. In thy divine wisdom, now erase our mortal limitations, and from thy pure substance of love, bring into manifestation our world according to thy perfect law. Wow, thank you. And in that space, you can clap. We also clap here. Some prayers become better with age, not lessened, correct? And that is one of them by Charles Fillmore. And so you can visit us, firstunity.org, and during Sunday service, the whole website, actually, the banner becomes our service. We have Google apps. We have the app for Google and for your iPhone if you want to keep up with us and our calendar and all our various activities. We also have a shopping cart which has new things added to it all the time. You can also encourage, when you're moved by a service, go to YouTube and hit share and send it to some of your friends. That's the way a lot of us do it here. And for those of you that are here and it is your first time today, we want to say to you, welcome home. And so if you would please stand, that's all we're going to ask you to do. Stand. We would like to give you a mala. We would like to give you a mala bracelet made by our team to say welcome, and please do not leave without a mala bracelet. I don't want to hear that during the week that some people didn't get them. Reverend Kimberly, do you need help making mala bracelets? If anybody would like to volunteer to make mala bracelets, would you see Reverend Kimberly after? We want to give her a great big thank you for that idea. But we want you all to have a bracelet. Do not leave without one. If you are here for the first time, there's also a welcome card. And also, if you're a long-timer with us, would you please fill out your information if it has changed. It's a new world, keeping up with everybody's stuff. All right, so if you are online today and you would like a free gift, you also get one. Go to firstunity.org/free gift. So if you would join me as we state this declaration to all our people here that are here for the first time, and also feel it in your heart. Shall we? We honor you for your presence today. May this be your first step towards being home. May you find an awareness of healing, opening your heart, moving from a me to a we world, and become fully engaged in your life. We see you. Woohoo! Some people have been asking, when are we going to 2 services? As you know, pre-COVID, we had 600 people a week here, easy. And that was even if you were in the closet and didn't tell your friends about us. And then post-COVID, we're all doing the best we can with what we have, with what we know or don't know, shall I say. But that being said, we will go to 2 services when this one is full. So if that motivates you, then help us fill this space and we will add another one. Does that sound fair? You know, because I learned a long time ago, if you're doing some of the work towards your spiritual community, you have a different ownership about it than us just doing everything for you. Everybody breathe. That was not shame. Are you ready to shift? People have been asking me for, I don't know, a long time to go to Unity Village and do something. So please go to unity.org and check it out under retreats if you want to join me in Kansas City, Missouri, along with Stowe Good, the musical team, Reverend Mark Fuss. We are going to make a mighty noise, and I'm going to be doing a weekend of my shamanic practices. So what I can tell you is you won't be the same when you leave as when you came. All right. And we give thanks for ILI. It's our online lifelong learning for all the people that cannot come here to our campus and take spiritual education courses.
Hello, my name is Ryan, and I'm a student of ILI, the Institute for Leadership and Lifelong Learning International. ILI comes into my life, and I believe it'll come into yours as a great blessing and divine timing. As ILI came into my life when I wanted to put my whole self in, to truly step up to that small voice within that is getting louder for me to step up as a leader in today's world. Whether you're looking for spiritual leadership or even ordination, ILI is unlike any institute out there. It is self-paced, it's affordable, and it offers classes on empowerment, well-being, spirituality, public speaking, courses on stopping yourself, and new thought, spiritual heritage, and much, much more. You are going to be able to have all the tools you need to be able to assist in your conscious expansion and your leadership skills expanding like never before. Check out ILI at ili.org and awaken to your soul's mission.
All right. We having a good day? Yeah. All right. It'll get better. There's a misconception that temptation won't affect us at all, at all, at all. But just like anyone else, if I let it hit my heart, I'll fall, I'll fall, I'll fall. And I can't act like I don't know how. Yeah, I beat myself up about it now, but tomorrow just do better, better, better. Better, better, better. Keep on moving closer, closer, closer. You know that all is forgiven because tomorrow you'll do better. Yeah. See, we all have fallen, but you can't stay on the ground for long, for long, for long. 'Cause after a while, you start thinking that recovery's not an option. You're wrong, so wrong. And you can't undo what you did now. So take that clean slate, that grace aloud. Tomorrow just do better, better, better.
better. Better. And awaken yourself to your soul's purpose. That's what Ryan said up there. That's the mission of ILI. And the mission here of our spiritual campus is to inspire, invigorate, help you to pave your spiritual path. As a spiritual leadership team, that's our goal. To create an environment, to create a community, with unity spelled real big. Community. A community where you come together to be your best self. Because right there within you, you have all that you need. And that's why we are here to model for you to know that as a deep and soul knowing that you have within you all you need to be all you ever need to be. It's right there within you. So if we do that, we've done our job. We just go home. But we create that community by offering classes and events, by being here for you in time of need. If you need prayer, you know you can reach out to any of us at any time. Tap us on the shoulder on a Sunday, come down the hall any day of the week that we're here, and send an email, call, and let us know that you need our presence in your life, because we are here for you, each and every one of us. If you were to call on any one of us, know that call will be answered, because we are committed to creating a spiritual community, a spiritual home for you. We do that through sacred service. Sacred service. We do that through shared commitment with you. You commit to come here and be all you can be, to learn to grow in your personal growth as well as your spiritual growth. So sacred service, shared commitment, and spiritual community. So I hope that you will all just embrace that. Embrace that and be in service. Be in commitment, in a shared commitment with this community. And that just makes it bigger, makes it better. And open yourself up to receive all that is yours to receive. And you will find that your personal growth and your spiritual growth is boundless, endless. The possibilities are endless. The opportunities are endless. When you just open up, receive, allow that divine love to flow through you, because we are each and every one divine children of God, here with a singular, unique purpose on this planet. Here with an individual, unique purpose that is ours and ours alone. And when you come together in this community, you will find the love and the support to be able to step out boldly, bravely, and be that for yourself and for everyone else in your life. And so it is.
Overjoyed to be standing before you today. My dream of allowing my words to be put to music has come to fruition right here on this stage. And a song that was written by Diane G. and I almost 15 years ago out in Ohio has been sung lovingly by John Stringer and Karen Drucker. They've donated their time and their love to create this video. Zion Cristante and Brian Vanek, as well as my choreographer, Denisha Smith, has helped our kids to create a beautiful video for you. And I just can't wait to share it with you today. It's called Spirit Lives. And here's John Stringer to introduce the video. Thank you so much.
Hi folks, John Stringer here, and on behalf of myself and Karen Drucker, who wanted me to send a huge thank you from her as well. Thank you so much for allowing us to be a part of this great project. Honestly, when Reverend Carolyn Ballinger reached out to me, I was honored to say yes by just meditating and hearing that it was mine to assist, and then her to reach out to Karen. Karen was a yes. Then we got to participate with so many of you in this project. Thank you, Reverend Carolyn, for creating the project. Thank you, Zion, for helping bring everything together. Brian and the Youth Expressing Spirit Ministry at First Unity Spiritual Campus in St. Petersburg, Florida. We're honored to be able to add our gifts to your project. So thank you and much love.
Spirit lives inside of me. This is what I know. Everywhere I journey, sweet Spirit sure to go. Spirit lives inside me in everything I say and in everything I do. As I live in the oneness, I share this love with you. Spirit lives inside of you. I see the twinkle in your eyes. So when you're lost and lonely, is there to quiet all your cries? Spirit lives inside you in everything you say and in everything you do. As you live in the oneness, you share this love too. Spirit lives inside of us. What a sweet, sweet story to share. As we walk hand in hand together, we'll show the world we care. Spirit lives inside us in everything we say and in everything we do. As we live in the oneness, we share this love with you.
Somebody said it takes a village to raise a child. It takes a community to raise a consciousness. I need you to survive. I need you. You need me. You need me. We're all a part of God's body. We're all a part of God's body. Stand with me. Stand with me. Agree with me. Agree with me. We're all a part. We're all of God's body. A part of God's body. It is God's will. It is God's will that every need be supplied.
survive.
You are important.
You are important to me.
I need you to survive.
I need you to survive.
Say that again. You are important to me.
You are important to me.
I need you to
I
survive.
need you to
Sing it along with us. Sing it.
survive.
We need to have this in our consciousness. I need you.
I need you.
You need me.
You need me.
We're all a part.
We're all a part of God's body.
Stand with me.
Stand with
I need you to agree with me.
Agree with
We're
me.
all a part.
We're all a part of God's body.
It is God's will
It is God's will
that every need be supplied.
every need be supplied.
You are important to me.
You are important.
I need you.
I need you to survive.
You are important to me.
You are important.
And I need you to survive.
I need you to survive.
I want you to know that I pray for you.
I pray for
I need you to pray for me.
you. Pray for
Because I love you
I love
and I need you
I
to survive.
need you to survive.
I promise I won't harm
I
you
won't harm you
with words
with
from my
words
mouth.
from my mouth.
I love you
I love
and I need you to
I
survive.
need you to
Come on, say that with us. I pray for you.
I pray
Tell your neighbor,
for
you pray for me.
you pray for
Tell them I love you
I love
and I need you to
I
survive.
need you to
You can trust I won't harm you
I won't
with the words that are coming out of my mouth.
with words from my
I love you
I love
and I need you to
I
survive.
need you to
Come on, they don't believe this. Tell them again.
I pray for you. You pray for me.
I love you.
I love
I need you to survive. I won't harm you with the word from my mouth.
From my
'Cause I
mouth.
love you and I need you.
You to survive.
I pray for you. You pray for me. I love you. I need you
To survive. I won't harm you.
with the words that come out of my mouth. I love you. I love you. Yeah.
I pray for
I
you.
pray for you. You pray for me. Yeah, 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 yeah. I won't harm you. I promise I won't talk about you. It is God's will.
It is God's will that
Every one of your needs, every one of our needs be supplied. You're important to me, and I need you.
What a beautiful thing when you say, I pray for you, will you pray for me? Let's this week also too pray for Mother Nature. Remember, let's pray of the red tide away. That's in the physical. Let's get rid of red tide. Let's put out the forest fires. Metaphysically, put those forest fires out that are hitting our brothers and our sisters out west. Prayer is what unity was based on 150 years ago. It was based on a prayer. It wasn't based on a song. It wasn't based on a basic theology. It was based on prayer. Because prayer is what it's all about. It's when you remember to get into that still small space and petition the universe for what you need. I pray for you. You pray for me. Someone here said they have stomach cancer. The universe, God, will take care of the need of stomach cancer. But they went on to say, my mom isn't taking the news well. So there's two prayer requests in this. It's in the physical of the person who has the cancer, but it's also the physical of the loved ones around them being strong enough in their spirits to pray for you, to pray for me. So we'll remember the mother in prayer. And that the prayer that the mother understands that the universe is in full control. I love this. Someone said, someone has COVID. And the person who has COVID wants to offer a prayer to other people who have COVID. Oh, that's powerful. That literally makes goosebumps on the back of my neck stand up. This person here says they've lost mobility in their right side. All these are in the physical. So we will, in our prayer, remember to wrap that healing balm around the physical need. Because the universe, source, God, whatever it is, we call upon you, universe, to take control. I love the beautiful story when the woman who had been bleeding for 12 years thought to herself, if I could just touch the hem of his garments, I would be healed. And the beautiful thing there is when she'd made it to him and touched the hem of the garment, Jesus said, you healed yourself in your mind before you ever touched my garments. That power is within you. That power is within you who are watching us online. We're connecting our energy with you. If you have a need, if you have a physical need, a relationship need, a financial need, they're all important to the universe, to the source, the God. So we're joining right here. These several hundred people who are here are joining. Put your hand at home up. And those in the room, put your hand up. We're joining all those, and we've had many people from 40 different countries watch us at one time. This is how important and powerful the source is. Through us, great things will come abound, because when two or more are joined together, so it is. I asked for a friend of mine who's watching from, I believe, from West Virginia or Virginia, who's going through cancer treatment. Just this week went through surgery, pancreatic cancer. I'm believing in a total restoration because we believe in the miraculous healing powers, the balm of God, to heal all those in needs. If there's someone that you know personally, think of that person. Wrap that person in the balm of God, that healing balm that comes through you. That when two or more, and there's many more here agreeing, there may be someone in this house that needs a healing. There may be someone in this house that needs a breakthrough. There may be someone in this house that needs a deliverance from some type of addiction. And those come in many forms because I'm a counselor. Wrap that in your consciousness and know that it is so.
for each other. That's what friends are for, child.
And I never thought I'd feel this way. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm glad I got the chance to say that I do believe I love you. And then I should ever go away. Well, then close your eyes and try to feel the way you do today. And then if you can remember, keep smiling, keep shining. Know you can always count on me. For sure, that's what friends are for. For good times and bad times, I'll be on your side forevermore. That's what friends are for. Well, you came in loving me. Now there's so much more I see. And so by the way I thank you. Oh, and then for the times that we're apart, will you close your eyes and know the words are coming from my heart? And then if you can remember, keep smiling, keep shining, knowing you can always count on me. For sure, well, that's what friends are for. In good times and bad times, I'll be on your side forevermore. That's what friends are for. You gotta keep shining, knowing you can always count on me. For sure, that's what friends are for. In good times and bad times, I'll be on your side forevermore. That's what friends are for. Keep shining, keep smiling, keep smiling. Know that you can always count on me. For sure, that's what friends are for. Good times and bad times, I'll be on your side forevermore. That's what friends are for. That's what friends are for. Friends. You're my best friend.
How many of us have them?
You can count on me.
All my friends want to borrow money, but it's okay though.
For sure, that's what friends are for.
Wanda, everybody, Wanda, everybody, come out. Let them know how much you love and appreciate them. On bad times, I'll be on your side forever. That's what friends are. Talking to one of my friends yesterday in California, and she said, I've never seen New Thought music shine like what Wanda Nero Butler and her team makes possible. Isn't that the truth? That is the truth. You know, for those of you that haven't gone other places, I trust that you have some idea of the quality that is happening here. You know. So little Johnny is riding home after church with his parents, and they keep hearing him cry quite a bit in the back seat. And a number of times his mom said, "Honey, what's wrong? What's the matter?" And he just continued to sob. And finally she said, "Johnny, I really need you to let me know, what's going on." And he said, "Well, the pastor said today that he wants all of us to be in a spiritual family. But I want to live with you guys." If you didn't get that, you can go back and play it later. That particular scene would have described my early life. That particular scene would go on record as being a defining moment in my life, that I wanted to grow into an adult, that how I am here in front of the room is how I am at home. It's how I am with other friends on a out night would be how I am on social media. You understand? There are times when I have seen on Facebook some people that claim membership here, and I am kind of surprised. And by some of the things I see on there. So anyhow, for me, it's that awareness. It's seeing somebody on your Ring video smoke when they told you they don't. It's all those kind of things today. That the world at large is, some of you have absolutely stopped breathing, so please breathe. Okay? The word is about congruency. That's what the word is about. When I was a little girl, my parents didn't go to church. I used to pray, whatever the word was I used, that my parents would still have not heard each other in the morning. And because we have kids in the audience today, I'm going to lighten up on that. But you get the code of that. But all that said, my grandfather would often come and take me to church because he had a record over there at the Baptist Church of 40 years being the president of the board, and didn't want to tarnish that in any way and have the Hayeses on Hayes Road not come to his church. So I got picked to go. And so one particular Sunday morning, he came to pick me up. He was late. He was already frustrated. And my dog starts following the car down this country road. And I go, "Pappy, we have to stop. I got to get my dog back to the house." Well, that just sent him to a whole new place. And so I'm running back. I get the dog in the house, and I'm running to the car because I know he's upset, because we are going to church. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm running towards the car, and I didn't know he was backing up towards me. Well, he ran over me and knocked me in the ditch. And, at the time I wore a fishnet hose and I had grass and straw all in them. I wasn't hurt, thank God. So I thought at the time, right? And so we rush and get to church on time. So that's a defining moment. Church could have happened in the ditch. Church could have happened before we left, right? First, church could have happened in that moment. It wasn't about being at church as much as it is experiencing and expressing church. Are you with me? And so there's a level of congruency that is the reason for me that I've been guided to this kind of teaching, because this is the closest experience I've ever known, where the people are listening to practical application and they're actually practicing it when you see them at the grocery store and everywhere else. Are you with me? And we're talking today about spiritual community. And spiritual community is more than a place. It is the space that you develop within your own consciousness. It is the place that when you exchange a hello on the subway. It is the place that when you are in a line. It is a place that when you are in traffic, that you're not one of those laying on their horn, but that you are expressing that you believe in divine timing, that every application you've ever heard, you call it out of your awareness, and that you're actually living it. And of course, every now and then we make a blooper, but the difference is being aware that you made a blooper and the next day determined to do better. Are you with me? That's it. We're not trying to be perfect, but we need to reflect. After we spend all of our lives with this particular teaching, we need to model what it is that we say is is so important to us. Yes, are we all on the same page about that? I wrote this week one of my posters. I love posters. And so I wrote, am I holy or do I leave holes? Holes. Will the people I have encountered remember me? In which way? Right? In which way? Because this is the question. Was someone's lives touched because of our consciousness? Or did we leave a hole because we were rude or we were crude or we came across in our other 3 personalities that often needs to be tucked in? You with me? Am I holy? You know, I was talking to one of our mentees of Illy, and I was saying leadership isn't just who you are on a platform. Most of the stories about the celebrity leaders of the world that people aren't happy about are what they've heard going down in the hall, what they heard going in the lobby, how they treated their children at the ball game. Are you with me? Yeah. And so breathe that in. And so how are we leading as all of us, not just somebody on wood standing in front of the room with high heels who's lost 12 pounds? But anyway, back to all of you, okay? I'm just playing. So congruency. So in your journal this week is, where can I improve being congruent in my life? Whereas what I say I believe, what I say I practice, let me stop coaching everybody else and let me take a moment and check in. How am I doing? How am I living? How am I expressing? It's like Lucy said to Charlie Brown, Charlie Brown, why are we here? And Charlie Brown said, to make people on earth happy. And of course, Lucy wants to know what some of you want to know. Well, what's everybody else doing? Are you with me? It's like some great wise person said, be aware of what you attach and hitch on to your I am, because one day it will find you and attach itself back to you. Okay? So spiritual community as unity believes in the practice of the I am presence. I am presence. This week I was running some errands and I get a call from my first teacher in religious science of mind in my ministerial schooling with Dr. Lisa is her name, and her husband, Dr. Bill, passed 3 or 4 years ago. And I have remained in touch with them all these years. I don't know about you, but what friends are for, I will hang on to everybody until the end of my life, and probably in my afterlife. I'm going to bug some of you until somebody lets me go, because I am a real committed relationship person. That's who I am. That's how I live. But that being said, if it's growing, if it's not growing, some bless us by coming and some by going. So let's be clear about that. But all that said, Lisa, whom I adore, gives me a call. And she said, Temple, I am so glad you answered. She said, they're coming to get me in 2 days, and they are taking me to hospice, and I am getting ready to go to the other life. And I wanted to hear your human voice, and I wanted you to hear mine for the last time. For the last time, I wanted you to hear my voice. And I, of course, I'm giving you the shorter version because, you know, time is very important for church people. I don't know why. Doesn't matter at the bar or anything else, but at church, you know, people start watching. I don't mind you watching your watch, but when you start hitting it, that's rude, okay? So, but anyway, so I'm in this space. I have God bumps all over me. God bumps all over me. And I'm so grateful I made the list. Have you ever been grateful you made the list? I was so grateful I made the list. But then it reminded me of a Tibetan story I heard, that there was a holy man on the hill. And there was someone that was so curious about meeting the holy man that they went up the hill, and a servant met them outside. An old elderly person met him and said, well, come on in, and let's have a spot of tea. And then the elderly man got ready to leave and exit the guest out the door. And he said, well, I wanted to see the holy man. And he said, You already did. In that moment on that call, I met a holy person that had been in my life all the time. All the time. And I said, this is how I want to do it. Temple Ann. I want to be on that bed knowing I'm going to exit and call people on the list and say, let's have a moment. Is that powerful or what? But that is what spiritual community of unity and science of mind teach you. That is not the American, what you get in junior high school. Our teaching prepares you that this is not the end. It's just another beginning of another life. Yes? So there's a couple that have gone out and they've had a wonderful evening, and they come home and they're shocked because all 3 kids are sound asleep. And so they said, God, this is amazing. And they paid the babysitter, and she's headed out the door, and she said, oh, by the way, I told Tommy that if he would go to bed early and take the rest of them, that you would buy them a pony in the morning. Well, there's a lot of religion out there that will make glorified promises to you about sacrifices you make, and about things that you do, and about how much money you put in the plate. It always gets real quiet when I mention money in the plate. Just real quiet. So, those are glorified promises of a set of information that somebody designed somehow in the 13th century and changed a lot of things, and people have been buying into it ever since. We believe in ancient wisdom called karma. We can't promise you a pony. I can't promise you that your life is never going to have issues because you're a human being. But what I can promise you is who you are, you will always see outside of yourself all the time. What I will promise you is that the action you put out is the action you are always going to get back. So if people are always leaving you, it's because you're always leaving somebody somewhere. Or you never really showed up as you. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And so if people abandon you, you have abandoned yourself. And if people do abandon you, then you want to fill it with the right people to be there, because your vibratory field has changed, you see. So the beauty of unity is you never hold on to anger long. You never stay mad at somebody long. You never hold grudges and talk about people in the hall, because you go, karma. Say it with me. Karma. Because you don't know the karma. And by that, I'm not saying we're wishing something is imposing itself on that person. It could be you were just a real horrible person in your lifetime with them last time, and now you're paying that due. Do you understand what I'm saying? Karma is karma. Not just fluffy karma, but all the way around. And you will never necessarily know what the story is about. It doesn't matter. What matters is you bless it and say, karma. And you don't hold it in your body. You don't have discord in your body. Is this working for you? Okay. So this is spiritual community. It's what we offer. It's what we do. It's who we are. As the little boy's in his room praying, and his mother keeps hearing him say, Tokyo God, Tokyo God, Tokyo God. And she goes, what do you mean Tokyo? He said, well, I took a geography test yesterday, and I think I put that Tokyo was the capital of France, and I'm asking God to change it. This is spiritual community that teaches you application, that goes on to say, truly, that do not pray to God to replace your humanity within you. Do not ask of God to do something for you that it's really all up to you. It's all up to you. It's like those are the places that allow you to grow in me, as me, in more of a Christ consciousness, as Charles Fillmore would say. You learn how to bring in the intangible into the tangible. You learn how to take this substance which has no form and bring it into a form of yourself. Do you follow me? And so it's in that energy that if you're calling forth, people, I've seen AA people in these recovery groups, and they're angry at God. It's like, excuse me, God did not open that bottle and put it in your lips. I'm sorry. You see what I'm saying? We still have a choice in our consciousness. And that's so freeing when you know that you are where you are because of choices that maybe you say you didn't make. And you want to defend that. What I will tell you is, if it is a repeat, like a sequel, you have continued to make those choices. That's just all there is to it. You see? And so spiritual community teaches us how to be grown-ups. That's a powerful thing. A level of maturity that's so needed in our society today is that when people are really grown up, that they are really grown up. There's a difference between, seeking ye to be childlike, okay, that's in Scripture, than being childish. That's a whole different kind of thing. So I don't know. Well, I do know. That's an untruth. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for spiritual community. No secrets. Everything I am today and becoming still. So please, I'm not implying I'm there. I'm not. I'm just saying all that I have shape-shifted into is because of New Thought communities. Simply said. And come Sunday, I knock the doors down to be here. Because it's the only place that teaches me that I have power over my life, and I'm not here to be a freaking apology, and that I am here to make a difference or stop talking about what I don't like, because that is the empowerment faculty of that. It's likened to the man that he goes out on Friday night, he gets drunk, he gets in a fight, he's real late in the night, and he's just smiling, kind of smirky as he enters back into his house, and he looks in the mirror and he puts Band-Aids all over his bruises, and he gets all clean, and he's just all smirky because he's like he's gotten by with it, and his wife doesn't know what time he came in or anything. So the next morning she says, "Honey, did you get drunk last night?" "No." And she said, "Well, I know you did. Otherwise, who put all those Band-Aids on the mirror in the bathroom?" I can't laugh about that one too hard because I probably did that somewhere. But that's what spiritual community here teaches you. You can put Band-Aids on the mirror all day long. You can continue to try to fix people that are making you uncomfortable. The only true healing and growth that ever occurs is the inner Band-Aid that you put inside your own consciousness, your own ability, your own essence. That is the permanent healing, is when you did it. Your teacher can't do it. Your husband can't do it. Your kids can't do it. Only you can have the shift by, as Richard said in the parable, you changed your mind. And when you did, everything changed because you changed your mind. So with the thought that you're having, are you willing to change your mind? Are you willing? Show of hands. We can't give you mala beads, but show your hands. We're not taking photos, okay? In our own minds. So the little girl asked her dad, "Why are the firemen dusting off the fire trucks, all the engines? Why do they sit there and dust all day long?" And the dad says, "Well, honey, they have to have something to do while they're waiting on the fire." I'm asking you, don't wait on the fire. Allow the fire of your understanding to show you the mighty grace of what you were destined and designed to do right here. And all that is required of any of us is to shift our mind, open our hearts, and allow unfoldment thereafter. And so it is. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Going to the coffee shop per week per family is at least $72 to $85 a week. Therapy is $100 to $250 per week or per appointment. Dinner out is $65 to $110, and that doesn't even include the alcohol. Theater for entertainment, 2 people, $80 to $132, and that does not include the cost of dinner before. First Unity, a place, a beacon, a lighthouse, the heart of this city and the heart of this nation and of this country and of this world, teaching people to awaken and live their empowered and amazing selves. First Unity, that gives you food, spiritual food, that can transform you from the place you are to the place you long to be. First Unity, the teachings and the tools that allow you to let go of addictions and habits and things that are in your way, so you may be free, so you may fly, so you may live boldly and brave and loving right from the core of your heart. What is the value that you place upon such a place?
Wow, what a beautiful morning. You know, as Reverend, yes, we can clap on that one. I love, Reverend Temple went so much on karma. You know, we talk about karma being your attitude and this, that, and the other. Karma is also what we teach and practice in the act of giving. And the room goes quiet. You know what? I love when I share, Reverend Temple, I didn't even think about this until you spoke about it and taught about it. There are some times when I'm kind of in a low spot that Reverend Temple's, you all may know that we're best friends also. And I honor that. But there's times that, and I think this is funny, this is how the universe works. I'm in a low spot and I just need a pick-me-up. I often, and Reverend Temple, you will know this, I often pick up the telephone and call my sister and say, I just called to tell you that I love you. And that's karma. Because the universe usually brings it back to me. I always say people lots of times will give love, and they expect to get back from that same source. But that's where you make your grave mistake. That's where you make your grave mistake, is you just give it, and the universe will give it back to you in the form it's meant to come back to you. Do it. Practice it. Practice giving love. Practice giving of your time and your talent and your treasure to this spiritual community, because it's when you do that that the people around the world receive a gift, and that gift is from you, and that's karma. And the universe will bring that right back to you, and I went into preaching. We'll bring that right back to you. And so how can you practice your karma? Well, you can do it by filling out an offering envelope and putting a check in it, or your change, or your cash, or your inheritance, or your will, and drop it into the offering plate. Because, and I say that all in jest, because you know I love to make you laugh, that is an act of karma. because you're putting into action for a reaction. And so therefore, you will be blessed if you follow through with that. And how else can you give during the week? You can text to give at 727-800-3493. And then you also today, you say, Reverend Richard, but I forgot my wallet or my checkbook. Oh, but you've got your cell phone because you've been going over your grocery list. Oh, there goes somebody. You've been going over your grocery list. So you can take your cell phone out and see this little thing up here on the edge of the plate? It's called a QR code. You can take a picture of that and it will take you straight to where you can give online. Yeah. So there's your plate back. I love you all. I'll be gone for a couple of weeks, but know that you're in my heart while I'm gone. Yeah. You can also give on our app, the little yellow heart on the side. And I want to also mention, because this is very important, if you're here for the first time, if you fill out the Let's Get Acquaintance card, we will not bombard you and call you 500 times a day. Our calls don't come up likely spam. But if you'll do us the honors and drop this on the offering plate as it passes you by, we would love to call you and share a little love with you and celebrate your life. Wherever you are, whatever you prescribe to, we celebrate you. So with all that being said, if you'll stand on your feet, let's do our abundance prayer. Wait. When you get to this part, I want you to say this like you mean it from the core of your very soul. When you get down to give and receive, because that's the line of karma. You're giving and receiving, so expect to receive. So say receive with all you got. Let's go. The abundance of God is my infinite source. I now open my mind and my heart to give and receive. All God's prosperity, all God's abundance, as God as my source, all things are possible, and so it is.
Do it with kindness. Do it with kindness, Dad. You love it, kindness, Dad.
By the road with a heavy load from the seeds we sow. And if you see your sister falling by the way, just stop and say, you're going the wrong way. You got to try a little kindness. Yes, show a little kindness. Shine your light for everyone to see. And if you try a little kindness, then you'll overlook the blindness. Near mind, near mind is free. Don't talk about the down and out. When you're helping, don't talk about the down and out. When you're helping hand instead of doubt. And the kindness that you show every day will help someone along their way. You've got to try a little kindness. Yes, show a little kindness. Shine your light for everyone to see. And if you try a little kindness, then you'll overlook the blindness. Narrow-minded people on the narrow-minded street. You've got to try a little kindness. Yes, show a little kindness. Shine your light for everyone to see. And if you try a little kindness, then you'll overlook the blindness. Narrow-minded people on the narrow-minded street.
See what an amazing community. Every once in a while, Wanda Nero Butler throws in one of those songs to make this Tennessee girl feel like she's right at home. Yeah. Oh, what an amazing day. Thank you, Reverend Carolyn Ballinger. for that song for yes. And those international recording artists, John Stringer and Karen Drucker, who out of sacred service gave their time to our youth ministry to create that video. And during COVID, I know that you all don't know this, but during COVID, Carolyn and Zion and Brian and our youth created another very similar video to that has been entered in for the Posy Awards this year. Reverend Christy Hardwick has entered a couple of songs for the Posy Awards. Reverend Wanda Nero Butler has entered a song for the Posy Awards. So First Unity Spiritual Campus is being well represented this year in the Posy Awards. And that song that you just saw will be entered next year in the Posy Awards. So let's keep our fingers crossed and vote when voting's good for the Posy Awards, that we are going to come together for that. But thank you so much. And new announcement for our Youth Expressing Spirit Ministry is coming back to campus. And we have a beautiful new program director for our Youth Expressing Spirit program, Reverend Serena Himmer.
Yes, boy, everything everybody said today has led right into this request, because we have Youth Expressing Spirits coming back, opening up Sunday, September 5th. Yes, and it is a program for nursery right through high school. So it's a creative program full of expression and play and art and movement and just anything you can think of that brings out all the light and love that we know our children are. Yes. So we are also asking if your heart has always been called to children. Yes, if you feel that, if you take a breath just below your navel and you say, is this my way of giving back? Is this my sacred service? Take a breath and listen to the answer. And we hope that you'll come and join me and Carolyn at the table on the right, out the door, and sign up to become a youth influencer. We're looking for positive youth influencers who will bring their heart, their love to this ministry. It's the most important ministry there is because our children are the most important beings on the earth. Aren't they? Yes. And I know that we have so many loving, brilliant, creative people here who can help them grow and expand according to the principles of unity, science of mind, and new thought. So if you see and feel that's your place, that's your sacred service, please come and talk to us. And we look forward to a beautiful year helping our children grow. Thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Serena. And now our Spirit Expressing program is going to be kicking off and starting September the 12th. And here is one of our chaplains, Teresa Downey, to tell you a little more about our Spirit Expressing.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm so excited. Spirit Expressing is one of my favorite activities that we do at First Unity. It's an opportunity for us to come together and really deepen and connect and explore teachings. We can apply First Unity principles, and this year we're doing Ask and It Is Given by the Hicks. So we are asking for you to consider participating in Spirit Expressing. So if you don't know, we come together in home or in Zoom, depending on what you're comfortable with, and deepen and explore together with a workbook that's created to deepen this in your life. And you get to connect. So I have participated, my first year I participated was 2007, and I didn't know anyone when I first started participating, and I actually wasn't even looking for a community at that point. But so we are looking for facilitators, and that is you can facilitate the discussion, keep us all on time, and bring your heart and your teachings and your soul to Spirit Expressing. And we're also looking for people to be hosts. So you will open your home to receive the beautiful community that we have. It's a wonderful way to meet people. Sometimes we have food, sometimes there's not food. So as a community, you decide what it's going to look like. So it starts in September, and it's for 7 weeks. And for 7 weeks, you get to have people come in, connect, bless your home, share your home. You get to say how many people you can support. So we have sign up in Lagatuda Hall. If you want to come and have any questions, you can get those answered. If you feel moved to participate, come sign up. And we look forward to being part of your community in your home. Thank you.
And now I'm going to bring out one more special announcer person. This Friday night, we have a dinner theater event produced, directed, starred by Wanda Nero Butler, A Night with Lady Day, the music of Billie Holiday. And I want Reverend Wanda to tell you about it right from her own experience.
Y'all better come on, I'll get these tickets. It's going to be a blast. It's going to be music of Billie Holiday. There's going to be singing, dancing. You're going to cut how they say, cut the rug. Y'all gonna get a chance to cut the rug, but it's really, really gonna be nice. We serving chicken and waffles, regular waffles, gluten-free waffles, and toppings galore. So if you like butter, we're gonna have plenty of butter. Chicken and waffles, great combination. So come on out and hear just a little bit of "Don't know why there's no sun up in the sky, stormy weather."
See? Yes, you definitely want to be here, because we'll take all the chairs out, we'll bring the tables in, we'll create a wonderful dinner theater atmosphere. You don't want to miss it. I promise you don't.
I did want to add this. For those of you who are concerned, our servers will be masked, and they will be wearing gloves, and we will have a sneeze shield in front of the food. So don't worry, it's safe to come out.
Yeah. All right, and then next Sunday, we'll be opening up our Healing Arts Center that's just off Lagatuda Hall. So after service, we'll have a lot of our practitioners from the Healing Arts Center here to be able to answer questions and for you to meet and greet them. And then this Tuesday night, Dr. Debbie Roche, in conjunction with the Healing Arts Center, is presenting a class, Reversing Dis-ease. We all need to do that, don't we? Reverse that dis-ease in our body, Tuesday night at 7:15 in Lagatuda Hall. Then Arts 46.4 has a new program, our Literary Arts Author of the Month. In August, I'm moving all on to September. In August, it's our very own Steve Harding right back there in the AV booth with his book, My Journey from Homeless to Abundance. I'm telling you, you want to listen to this story. It is so inspiring. And then he's doing a class for 2 nights, August 3rd and August 10th, that goes right along with his book, Own Your Own Greatness. Learning how to own your own greatness. Be all that greatness that you are. So Steve will be with us on Sunday right out in the lobby signing books, and he'll be talking about his book right after service. And then August 7th, Saturday, and that's just 2 weeks from now, is our Mind, Body, Spirit Expo. Right here in Lagatuda Hall and all outside on the campus. It's going to be amazing. We have some great speakers lined up for the day. We have 2 speaker stages. We have one in here and we'll have one outside. It's going to be amazing.
Light me up. I love how she says we, and I appreciate that. But Reverend Kimberly puts so much time and energy into all these programs, and I would love you to give her some love. Thank you. We.
Because it's all about community. It's all about this sacred community. Yeah. And Spice Routes is open every Sunday right after service, so make sure you head on down the hallway to Spice Routes to get your lunch after service. Go to our website and our app and download to see all the classes and events we have, because there are so many I can't even stand up here and talk about them because we'd be here all afternoon. So.
And peace begins right here and right now. Let us affirm together our unity prayer. The light of God surrounds us. I am the light. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love. The power of God protects us. I am the power. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. For God is amazing, and all the time. And who else is amazing? You. Have a wonderful week, everyone.